Hey everyone, happy Friday. Arthur and Aiden in the chat. Good to see ya. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone's having an awesome Friday. It's getting a little chilly here in the Pacific Northwest, but do not fear. We are here doing some Peloton app cloning, as we always do here on my channel. Now this seems like this is my year thing that I'm going to do, at least try to clone this app fully to some extent. It's quite fun. It gives me something that I can definitely tune into every single week, and maybe I'll get onto that good looking UI over on Javier's GitHub page. We'll see. But I hope everyone's doing good. I'm pretty excited. I got a new monitor coming in today. My wife got a cool widescreen monitor last week. HMac coming in for 8 months, tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Of course, we'll donate some trees, 6 trees planted right there, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a new charity in February, so get those cheers, those bits in, and we will continue our donations as we always do. Last year we raised, I don't know, how much money did we raise last year? A lot, several $1000s on the stream for different charities, which is awesome, and we'll keep that going. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, my wife got a new, cheers. My wife got a new monitor. She just wanted like a widescreen curved, and she just wanted a single monitor. I have 2 monitors. I have like a 2K monitor, which is my main monitor that I run in 1080p mode because I don't know. Because I have 2 monitors, but one's 1080p and one's 2K, and I always just run both of them at 1080p because it just seems easier to me to not just switch DPI between the two. But I'm thinking about selling both of my Asus monitors and that I have that are 1080p just on Craigslist, and then getting, you know, a newer one, because she got this widescreen. It's 29 inches, so it's not crazy, but it is nice and wide. And I'd see her put like 2 full browsers on both screens, you know, both sides. It's like lovely, which I can't do on my normal 2K monitor because it's still just a normal aspect ratio, 16:9. So Costco had a Alan says the G9 Odyssey. No, I thought about it. I saw this on Slick Deals. Let me post the one that I got. There's not that many things on Costco on here usually. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Yeah, I would be like the only one. Here's the one that I got. And I don't know. It's a 35 inch, so it's a 35 inch WQHD HDR10 monitor. It should look good to play my Xbox 360 or Xbox Series S games in. So this is $400, which isn't too bad because my wife's monitor was $250, and I thought this was a pretty good deal. It's $100 off, and it's 3440 by 1440. And it's 35 inches, which isn't too bad because I have like a 32 inch 28. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, I have some monitor. Yeah, the G9 I've seen some reviews on. It's beautiful, but I was thinking that I didn't want to get something too big because I would like to keep this Dell monitor I have. The monitor I have is really nice Dell. What is it called? It's a Dell. It's like one of the topper end Dell monitors. You know, it's really nice. So this for $400, I'm like, not bad. You know, it's curved, so we'll see how that comes out. I don't know how that will pair with my other monitor, but then I'm thinking that I can maybe just use my other monitor vertical, you know, for coding and stuff, and then use this one with fancy zones for all my stuff and see how that works with the streaming. I'm a little concerned about it. Just that's why I always like just here's 1920 by 1080 because that's what I stream on. So I'm like, here's my full thing. So I'm a little bit like, okay, how is this gonna work? So maybe I'll move my camera and like this will be my main. I don't know, maybe this will be in my main, like I'll move it over here. I don't know, I gotta think about it. So, but yeah, I didn't think it was too bad of a price. 500 was like out of my price range, like 300. Like this will be the most expensive monitor that I ever purchased. So this is for sure like the most expensive monitor that I purchased ever. So we shall see. it is thicker, right? I mean, it's definitely, you know. Yeah, Aiden says verticals purely Outlook and Teams. Too far off to my left to be comfortable to code on. Yeah, that's my concern is like, will I even like it, right? Or should I just got another Dell monitor to put on it or not? We'll see. I'm not positive. But it is VESA mount compatible, so I'll have a monitor arm here that I can just shove it on, which is nice. And this one, the monitor arm I have is a dual monitor arm, so I don't know if I'll be able to use it for this because it's very wide. So I might need to look at it. I'm a little bit, I don't know. So HMax says LG has quite okay window management software that can help you snip windows to the right place. Well, you know what we use is fancy zones. We're all about those fancy zones here on the stream. And also I would like to compare and contrast because this is technically my mobile focus one, which I only have one zone, so it doesn't really quite do much on. But yeah, you can just hold down shift and then boom. I put this over here, boom. And I think this fancy zone actually needs to be like a little bit modified. Windows tick, edit, and you can be like, I want this here, boom. But like if I was to do, let's say I do a new one, and you can do select, and you'd be like, okay, I want this zone here, I want this zone here. This is good software. And I'd be like, I want this here. This the fancy power tools. Yeah, it's so good. Look at this. And then you're like, okay, I want this over here, and then this over here, and you can overlap windows and whatnot. And then you're like, okay, cool, done. So now I could be like, hey, Visual Studio, like what zone do you want to go in, right? That's pretty cool. I guess, I mean, zone 4, very big. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, Ju, good to see you. Yeah, so it's not, we're talking about monitors and fancy zones and widescreen stuff. So I think this will help because if I can, you know, we're talking about widescreen monitors that we're talking about today. So I can like flip the zones and then here, right, I could just be like, oh, now I'm in streaming mode and now I just want everything to be here, right? And then I want this to be in this area. Unfortunately, the Android emulator doesn't work with fancy zones. So there's that. Anyways, we'll see how that goes. And if I even set it up this weekend, it's supposed to be cold. We'll see if we leave the house and go from there. But we shall see. It's quite large, so I'm a little worried. So I use, this is just the Google Android emulator. So you missed the monitor that we were buying. Ooh, here we go. Let's see, I picked up this monitor. I'll post it again. This is the one. Ooh, see, 40. This is a TV. At this point, I swear, like, when does a monitor just become it looks like a TV, just become a TV? But that's large. 40, like I think like 35 will be wide and it'll be crazy, but like I mean that was like the size of like my biggest TV growing up. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I can't even imagine. That's like I should have brought a ruler out. My fear is always, where am I gonna put my microphone? Like where's my microphone gonna be? I am excited to code on, even like just two screens. Like I was coding on my Mac in bed last night, and I'm just like, I'm so less productive with, like even here, like this screen, I'm so and I have really big code. I code at huge fonts like this because I'm crazy. Maybe not this big, but like maybe like 140. I don't know. Pretty big fonts. I love big fonts, but anyways, okay, here's what we're gonna do today. Is last week we did this, which is super cool. This we used the TabView as part of Xamarin Community Toolkit, and we are going to bring that over to this page because this was crashing on iOS, and that sucks. So this was something custom that we built. which I still like quite a lot, but hey, this is built in, so why not just use that? You know, and it has like nicer animations that slide around, and it'll be supported compared to my janky just show stuff. So we're gonna do this. Hey Bill, how's it going? Good to see you, Bill. We're just talking about monitors and new monitors. I posted a link here, this new Costco monitor I'm buying from LG. Okay, so here's what we had. Last week we did this classes page, right? And that was this page. And what we learned is that we could use this control template, which I'm now understanding a lot more, by the way. I'm starting to understand it. Wow, why is this gross? And why don't I have row definitions? Auto. Mark Lerm, thank you for the follow. We are close to 3,000 followers on this channel. We're almost there. Appreciate everyone that's been tuning in and follow me in as well. There's people that randomly threw me Bitcoins when I was gone. That's weird. That's cool though. Lots of followers. So we can get rid of this. Yeah, why do I have this? Sometimes I just forget that. Like, why do I have this old nasty code? Oh, this should be auto. There we go. So now I'm starting to understand control templates, and they're very cool. So, all right. So I think what we can end up doing is actually moving this style into our app because it'll be shared. There we go. Target type XTC. I don't think it can resolve the name because it's embedded. So let's bring that in to here. Boop. And on our challenges page is what we're going to tune up here. This should be real simple, hopefully. So we'll put this in here because we're going to need that. And, oh, you know what? I bet that we can also move this control template in there too, because we're going to reuse this control template. Oh, that's beautiful. I love reusing like control templates too. So we can move this in here. So this control template can now be everywhere, which I think is great. And what we're going to do is in our challenges page, we are going to just fix. Bill found this last week, so thank you, Bill, for finding that too. Appreciate that. We're just going to remove everything because why not? And we are going to delete all the resources because we don't need them. And we are going to go into the classes page and we are going to copy paste pretty much. All right, paste that in there. And now we have our tabs, which is cool. There's no content in here yet, but that is okay. Hey, Ricardo. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so then what we want to do is we want to minimize some stuff here. So we have some tabs, select a tab. We can get rid of this collection view that's in here. We can get rid of, all right, we'll just leave, yeah, we're gonna get rid of this stuff here. And then we're gonna get rid of this stuff here. Then get rid of these tabs. So we have 3 tabs, not 4. Oop. And I'm sure it's probably broken now. But ideally what we have here, if this is just working correct, we have trophy, angle double up, and award. So if we look at the first one, this would be trophy. All right. Then we have, and that's called, I guess I should put this active, upcoming, completed. Active. Okay, this is good. Then we have upcoming. And upcoming is going to be angle double up, which is a these are all the same. Okay. Sometimes I just get lost in the thick of it, unfortunately. FA solid. Solid. Okay. Happy about that. And then we're gonna have upcoming, or no, completed, which is award? Award. Boop. Okay, solid. Okay, solid. Cool. And then what? Okay. All right. So then, and this does a lot less code. If this is correct, we just have controls. And ideally, we rename this to completed. Completed, and then we do this down here. Okay. So we have active challenges. Oh yeah, these should be easier then. So here we should have the tab view, the last one, which would be controls, completed challenges. Oops. Uh-oh. One item. Ruh-roh. Let's see here. Completed challenge control. That's good. Okay, then these are, oops. These are both active challenges. Let's see if this works. All right, let's see if this works. Should work? Question mark. If so, it's a lot less code because we took all of these controls and put them in a separate page. That way it's easier to kind of work on them because they're like quite large in general. So we're kind of hoping that that moves it out of the way. Like here's our main content. So each of these tab item views inside of here has a icon and a selected icon. The only difference is the color between them. So that's the biggest part there. And unfortunately, you can't really style these. You can create like a pre-made control, I think, for them, but you can't really style them. It's a little bit of a bummer, but let's see if this fixes it. Because if it doesn't, then that's also a bummer if that was the case. So, okay, cool. So that did work. All right. And it, oh, nice. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, I remember that there's some issue, right, with this. I think it's a bug in the thing where it is classes. We definitely need this. We use safe area, okay. Let's see, I have this 42 margin for some reason, so we'll do that for each page, I guess. It's a little bit weird. That might be a bug that we need to fix at some point in the toolkit. I think it's when you make this a different height, then it messes up. So let us put this here, and then let's put this on each of them for now. And then same with this one. Same with this one. Think. Let's see if this does it or not. Dethane. I'm going to say, instead of Dethane, I'm going to say Dethane. Thank you for the follow. So tutored in. I guess I could close my fancy zones. There's tons of stuff I don't use in here. I do use the color picker one in a sheet. See? Look at that. Ooh, that's cool. That's a beautiful picker. Imagery size, I use this all the time. This is great. Keyboard manager? I don't think I use this. I don't know what this is. Cute shortcut guide. Oh yeah, they have this thing. So if you hold this down. Oh yeah, see? If you like hold down Windows, it'll show you like all the, I can be like 3. Boom. Anyways. Challenges. Okay, now we're good. So we got a little margin on there. Bingo bango. Amazing. And it's done. And it's like, wow, all that custom code, all those custom things we did that one week, don't even need them anymore because now they're literally minimal code. That's a great control. TabView. I'll tell you, TabView is the future here. That's great. I love it. I love it. And now we're looking pretty good. So let's bring up the, let me bring up the iOS version here. Do I have reflector? I do. Okay. All right, cool. Let me plug this in here. And let's make sure it works and, oops, oh gosh. Works and looks okay on the iOS version here too. All right, cool. Oops, what is it? What is going on? That is what's going on here. Oh. I was gonna say, what is going on? Oh, I was gonna say, oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, my Windows, my Visual Studio, I must have tried to deploy. Interesting. I was like, what is happening? I was like, why is this? I must have accidentally hit a 5 or something on my keyboard. Oops. That is exactly what must have happened. That's weird. Okay. Sorry about that. I was like, what is going on? Like, what is going on this thing? This thing is being crazy. Let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see if this deploys. Let's see. So what tool am I using to connect to my phone? Great question. So I do use Visor for Android. I use Reflector 3 for iOS today, although he is adding it to Visor. So ideally, I'll just be able to use one tool to rule them all. Because Visor, I have it installed. It's here. I don't know when Kush is doing it. I think it's the old version, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Restart Visor. There you go. Should be like a newer version. But yeah, I just use Reflector right now. There we go. There's a new version. Yeah, it's coming soon on Windows. So we're waiting on that still. So. Cool. Okay, well, this is looking good. We got this. This on a very old phone. So that's good. Nice. Yeah, no worries. There's all sorts of stuff. Very good. Yeah, it seems to be like a pretty big influx of developer tools in and around this, which is good. So, but yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. If I pull these side by side here, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, this seems to work really well so far. Look at that. Not bad. There's a gap here between these two, but that's okay. I'm happy. Happy camper over here. It's looking good. Different size, obviously, between these too on Android because of the wider phone, I guess. I haven't done any tablet optimizations yet, but I got some ideas. But yeah, you can go between these. That didn't flip. Oh, I think the hot reload stuff does cause some issues with this control, maybe. There we go. It's a good gradient. Built into Xamarin.Forms. It's just built right in. Check this out. It's just literally a few colors. Boom. Built right in. All right, cool. So that's good. You know what I really want to do is I want to replace the icon. Let's see, fitness. It's built right in. Yeah, Xamarin.Forms 5. Gradients. It's built right in. Built right in. Gradients. Let's see if it's documented. Ah, it's right there. First one. That SEO is good. Look at that. Stops. Look at this. I just copied it from the documentation. Yeah, that's great. Linear gradients, radial gradients. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. You want radial? Bam! Built right in. It's amazing. Once you wrap your head around it, it's good. Let's see. So for the Peloton app, we want an icon. Save this photo, our easy app icon, choose a file. Oh, they got ads now. That's smart. Hey, Goose. Good to see you. Let's see if I can pull up the... I'm going to show you how to easily make their picker tool is not that grand, unfortunately, because I don't know where it's... I don't know what it's looking at right now. Oh, it's looking at the emulator. That's funny. Let's do... There we go. Doth Das, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the crew. So release my to-do list app, set myself a target of the app per lockdown. Nice. Well, how many lockdowns have you had so far? That's the question. All right, let's do a little padding here. We're going to say download iOS and adaptive icons. 3. Extract all. Boom. Android, we got a bunch of good stuff here. Now what we can do is we can go into our apps on Android, resources. Copy all these in here. Yes. And we should be able to delete all of the old ones, which would be anything that is icon related. Delete these. Then we're going to go into our Android instructions and copy and paste this. Go into our properties. It's really easy. Yeah, so the difference is that so you can start there for sure. The difference is that you get adaptive icons that are not available in Android Asset Studio. Unfortunately, they don't give you those. So one mechanism to do that is if you wanted to create a generic icon and have some like drop shadows or something, you could start there and do a generic drop down. But yeah, unfortunately, they just stopped updating these and they started including everything into Android Studio. But yeah, this is the jam basically, because it gives you everything correct and adaptive icons. And then you can go into your main activity and you can just delete this icon because it'll just use the system icon correctly. And we'll do a splash screen at some point. So what we'll want to do is take the files from here and put that into here. Like so. And then for iOS, here gives you a app icon set with everything in it. So then what you can do on iOS is you get a app icon already here. So this is easier to do. Let me see if it'll just, it's easier to do on Mac. I gave the team some feedback on this though. Yes, you want to do, can I rename this? You want to do import, and then there's a old dialog picker, very upsetting. That is what it is. Click on that, import. Boom. And then you can delete this. Perfect. Then you go into your info P list and you want to make it I think it gets a little confused. But let's see if I clean and rebuild. At least on Android, now I don't need to do anything. So if I just go ahead and rebuild the Android one and pull this back up, we have the current Xamarin one here, but we can deploy this, and this one have adaptive icons? I don't know if it does. This one just have just generic ones. But you get the adaptive icons if your users are doing all sorts of other stuff. I need to put this in backtrack, a bunch of other stuff. I've been slowly updating and modifying. You don't get to have like fully, that's the problem with adaptive icons, is you don't get the full bleed like experience that you can kind of have, that handcrafted experience on iOS. But it's pretty nice just to drag and drop stuff in. I just found this website, yeah, recently. So easyappicon.com. It's my jam. So boom, fitness app done. Then we'll put a splash screen and stuff here too. But bookmark, yeah, super good. Use it for all your apps. So now, yeah, like this. See how the app icon moves inside of it? See how it's kind of like moving with it? It's because it's adaptive, so it's actually flowing around it. So now if I did... I don't know if they have a way to... Do they have a way of changing it? I forget where they do it at. It's like they've changed it. Home. Add new home. No, that's not what I want. I don't know. Icon? I don't know if it's on this emulator, but on some of the emulators you can change, you know, the style of them. I thought it was on... I don't know. I can't find anything on Android anymore. The permission stuff? No, just you need to fill out the new permission stuff. It was January, but you need to, before you release a new version of your app, you need to do all the new privacy stuff. Just fill it in. It takes like 5-10 minutes. It's not too bad. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see if this works on iOS now. Let's clean. Let's see if the info p list will get it. There's 2 in here still. I think it's okay. We shall see. Gene, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the crew. Coming in. We're closing in on 3,000 followers. That's crazy. We just put in some app icons. We're seeing if this is going to work or not. Didn't do that. Let's try to delete this thing and then it might be cached. Let us see. IDFA. What's IDFA? The identifier? What is an IDFA? What is an IDFA? Yeah. Does your app use it? What are you using that uses it? Yeah, it says you can use the limited ad tracking. I'd imagine it's just a Google update, hopefully. Oh, it's still the old icon. That's weird. All right, let's look to see what's going on in our app assets. Oh no! Yeah, I see it. Some problem here. I deleted it, but it didn't delete it. Here's where this from. Hey Gene. Oh, cool. Awesome. Glad that it helped out. Glad that I was able to assist. so app icon. Okay. It's mad at me. I can also do is just delete everything and re-import maybe? Let's try that. Okay, let's try that out. And let's reload. It does very got very epic. Okay, add asset catalog. It adds an assets app icons. Okay. But if we import app icon, that's a different name. Okay. And then we delete app icons. Save that. Can I open it again? Oh, you know what I can do, I think? Let's see. Let me just see if there's some duplicate in here. Yeah, I don't know why it's complaining. I know this works. Let me go ahead and
yesterday we said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true.
my goodness. My goodness. HMAC gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Far too kind.
Do it. Make your dreams come true.
2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. There we go. About 190 trees.
So just do it. Make your dreams come true.
Gifted out to Better Me, Heikelin, P2A, Aju, and Tim3210. You all just got brand new gifted subs.
Make
Your dreams come true. You get some brand new sweet emotes, like the Just Do It emote, which is very timely for right now. Very cool. Thank you so much, HVAC. I appreciate that. We'll make a donation to One Tree Planted. I think it's actually that's 5 times 25, 50. Okay, so we're somewhere around 205, I think. And then we built this plugin together so I can click a button and increase the count of trees planted, which is timely for this. But thank you so much, HVAC. That was very unnecessary, but super appreciated. And thanks to everyone that is tuning in and figuring out why these assets won't work. Let's delete that again. Let's try it again. Maybe, just maybe. Okay. We got app icons. I'm feeling good about it. Okay. then what if we do, it's called media. Okay, interesting. Then we do import. And we import, maybe the import on Windows is broken or something. Because I know this definitely works on the Mac. App icons, app icon. Save that. And now, oh, it's weird that it's showing a duplicate name. Maybe if we rename this to new app icon. It's like when it imports, it's like importing it twice or something. See that? It's like 2 entries. Seems wrong. I don't know where it's getting those from. That's why if you close this and you reopen it, it's like, oh, there's 2 of them and it won't open. Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely something weird. Okay, I'm curious, do I just copy and paste that in here and then delete this? Does that work? And then unload this. Okay. I think something with the import is off. At least I feel like it is, because it's not ideal scenario for whatever's happening here. Let's reload this. Okay, so then if we go into our info P list, we should see only app icons. Okay, so now I think we're good. So moral of the story is something is, there you go. Now we're good. Something is weird on the import. I've imported the exact same file in VS for Mac and it's fine. So I wonder if there's just some bug I need to report with the team on that one. They usually have to do it pretty not regularly, so. All right, cool. So far, we got new app icons. That's exciting. Let's see if we got a deploy over here to my iPhone. Something that you always got to do, so especially when you're getting started. Ideally, we're going to see this icon flip. If it's working. If it's working. Nope. No, does that work for hot restart? Oh, I don't know if that actually works for hot restart or not. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, maybe because it's an app inside an app? Is that how that works? I need to clean. Oh, that might be it, actually. I'm very fascinated. It might be that it doesn't. Why are there 2? Okay. I wonder if it doesn't actually. I don't even know how hot restart works, to be honest with you. Because like an app inside of an app. So like, does it? I think it may not. I think it actually, we're not going to see the app icon because of hot restart, how it deploys into a container, basically. It's like containerized development. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you can see here I have like 2 versions of my Cadence installed. Interesting. I did this new screen last night. This isn't the final version. I need to go into App Center and build it. But yeah, the assets don't get deployed. Thank you, Alan. That's right. Only code can be shipped. Yes, that makes sense. Stupid James, not thinking. So I got this new. This one's not finished yet, but like I have this light theme and dark mode going on. AVS Junk, thank you so much for the follow. I'm completely redoing the screen. I'm very excited about it. It looks a billion times better right now. And this is using the new radio buttons. I have a blog coming out next week about it. And then I also have the top bar working now and being all responsive and whatnot. I'm very excited about it. So this is pretty cool in general. So really rad. It's a good one. So that is definitely the thing, that the assets don't get deployed. This makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. Let me be right back because I am going to go get some coffee. And we're coming back. Cool. Anyways, Alan is correct. And we're there. We're good to go. Boom. This looks so good. All right, so what do we need to do next? Well, we haven't done any of these, but I am pretty happy about it. I'm thinking about maybe doing profile. Peloton. I feel like their tab bar is not standard. It's like very small. So I think here, I think we can use, because see there's just 3 tabs inside of there. I'm thinking that we can use okay, so if we go in here and we do views, we do add new folder, and we'll say profile, and then we're gonna do over profile, add new forms. We'll call this profile overview page. Boom. And then we have workouts. Add new item. This is going to be our profile workouts page. And you can see their app's not optimized for iPhone 6. Surprised it works. They're close. They just need to reduce some padding. I don't know what's going on in their thing. But then you also have achievements. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. So easy. This will be a fun one. A lot to do. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, guys. Special events. I did do the Beyonce ride. That was good. 4,000 rides. Okay, no, I was going to say. Matt, 50 rides. Never going to do any runs. More than 50. 75 is the next. There's days. There we go. Day streak. That should be higher, I think, kind of. Oh, 60-day streak. Oh, I can do that. I'm going to get that. 10-week streak. I mean, yeah, 4-year streak. Oh my gosh. I guess that's not too bad if you just do once a week. It's not bad. Okay, anyways, what am I doing? Achievements. Profile achievements page. Boop. So I think that we should be able to... No, I got a 30-day streak. I got a 30-day streak. Yeah, no, it's the 30-day is a different color. See that? Yeah. So weird, but see how that one's grayed out. So 30 and 60 are different. Yeah, it's very confusing. We'll see if 10 weeks is different too. That is strange. Yeah. Odd. Yeah, odd. That's what. Let's see. See, these get deeper in color. See how they get like a little bit. See, HMac, thank you so for the gift subs and for the sub itself. I appreciate that. Be back next week. Of course, you can always check out all my videos on YouTube as well. I never noticed that until you said that. Belgian dude, which is cool. Yeah. I also took a Just King experience class and I regret it. So just wasn't my vibe. Oh, this is a Century Club milestone. That's cool. I like that. Not a double century though. What's 1,000? 1K Millennium. It's cool that you can see all of them. 5K. Nothing special for 5K. You just get 5K. That's funny. All right, cool. First ride. Okay, cool. So what I want to do is, I think, can we not now go into our app shell, right? And then if we look at our tab profile, I think, can I not do like another, how do you do tabs inside of tabs? Oh, so I don't think I have anything to worry about with the IDF. It's hard to say. I do have some that are using, I guess I need to update the SDKs, but I think Google already did it for AdMob. I thought, I'm not positive. Bottom and top tabs, that's what I want. Shell, tab, multiple pieces of shell content, yes. Oh, so can I just put those in here? So if I just do .profile, this will be profile, and then I do more. I do, oh man, see, I need to go finish your second video. Nice. Yeah, they're all out there. I've been putting them out every week. I think I released, I didn't release my C# 9 one recently, but next week will be number 4 and then number 3. I have a new playlist actually when you go to youtube.com/James. If you go to here, view playlist, I can see some of them because I'm logged in. Oh, I need to reorder these. 1, 2. Here's the playlist. And I think these are scheduled to go out. I forget. I need to fill in some details, but that's the playlist. Because I'm logged in, so that's why. If I open this in incognito, then you should see. Oh, see, I have them scheduled, but it's like, why do they add private videos here? That's silly. Because they're scheduled to go out, but stupid. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we could use a tab. We could use a tab view here, but this thing is built in, so I should be able to say profile overview. And if I have this correct, we should be able to then say profile workouts, and then profile achievements, and then I think, nice, do it. This would be overview, I guess. Overview, all caps. Yeah, I've been working on my Cadence app at night, after bed. There's no more in there, which has gone pretty well. Random question on using Xamarin Android. Can you get Samsung Watch sensor data? I guess you would have to create a watch app, I guess. And then you'd have to do it. I think you'd then have to communicate that to the watch, but I wouldn't see why not, because like those APIs are the same.
So just do it. Make your dreams come true.
Polar 2810 coming in with the Twitch Prime. Did you know that you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and you get one of those months for free? It's free money and free trees being planted, 5 of them. Thank you so much for the sub. You get some sweet emotes there. Yes, but you should be able to, the sensor APIs inside of, ooh, not bad, not bad. Not ideal, but no, it's okay. I'm into it. It's done. Boom. Cool. And I could customize this with a tab thing at some point, but yeah, not bad at all. Okay, so but then I do want to do a.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Just do it. Make your dreams come true.
Desic1 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. You get one of those a month. You give it to me, and I super appreciate that. Did you know? I gotta take a sushi dragon. I need a commercial thing. Did you know that you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get Twitch Prime for free? It's already included. And did you know that you get 1 sub a month for free that you can give to anybody? And it doesn't even auto resubscribe. So you can keep giving it to different people every month. And you gave it to me and we just planted 5 trees. Boom. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. Appreciate that. Polar says it's 7:30, 1930 local time. Watching me. Didn't believe I ever catch you. Good time. I'm glad that you did it. I've been doing a little bit earlier, which has been fun as well. Desic has a question. When I navigate through a flyout menu back to my main page, my images that are SVG in the XAML disappear. Does it reload the path data? No. Hey, Curious. Happy Friday. Have you tried to do it in not debug mode? Maybe like hot reload is messing with it, perhaps? I think it feels like a good bug. You can write it up on the Q&A. When you go to docs.microsoft.com, there's this QA button up here. And then in .NET, you can just... I feel like that's something that maybe needs to be fixed up. You can just post a question there. It's super helpful. That's the Q&A section. There's a support team looks at these, so super helpful on there. I actually answered some recently. Totally happened. TabView tabs. Oh, I love when people. This is how I used to draw stuff, like this. I wouldn't see why not. Yeah, Xam plugin TabView. I think you do. Yeah, interesting. All right, well, this is easy enough. I love that this just works. We could probably do some templating here to change the colors. You know, what we really want to do is also put in a, this would be true, actually. Tab bar is visible, true. And then I guess you would put your username. Oh, interesting. How do I change the tab? Tab bar is visible. Right? Yeah, Cole. Yeah. Cole's one of our, I think, support engineers. Oh my gosh, hype train incoming.
Make your dreams come true.
Belgian dude, thank you so much for the subscription. I mean, I haven't had a hype train in a long time. We'll get 5 subs in, or 5 trees planted in here. My goodness, thank you so much for it. That's Twitch Prime. Did you know you could link your Twitch Amazon account to your Twitch Prime account and you can You can give that to me and give me money. You can give me money and I donate that money to plant trees. And also supports the channel. And we do a lot of cool stuff. Upgrade the studio. We got a plant over here. Well, that was a Christmas present from my wife. So, but did you know that you could do that? That's me emulating Sushi Dragon as well. So boom. Hype train. People get some hype train emotes. I like that. Do need that. All right. So ideally, oh, okay. Let's say there's a profile. How do I get? Yeah, I want this title to say something though. Like if we go look at the profile, maybe we're gonna have to draw this. They have a whole thing that like, see, it says my name there. How do I get my name there? How do I change the background? Oh, that's gonna be a different color too. Background color. Is that this? What is that color? Yeah, like I want to know where this orange. Okay, this is okay. All right. Ah, what the heck? Isn't this Windows? Oh, Shift C. FFFEFF. Come on now. Okay. So if we did FFFEFF. Yeah, we're gonna make the ooh. Foreground. I'm learning so much. What app is this? Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, ooh, Aiden, 200. That's 4 trees. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you so much for the 200. We got hype train over. All right. Curious asks, yeah, you just do like what right here? Boom. Yeah, we're cloning the Peloton app. So what you see on this screen is the actual Peloton app. And we've been cloning it. So if we go here, you can see one is the Peloton app and one is not the Peloton app. But which one is it? Nobody knows. Is it because the same image is over and over and over again? Maybe. We've done challenges. All the code is up on GitHub. So I go to challenges over here. Boom. It's pretty cool. If I go to completed, boom. You know, I don't know the exact same images there, but they're there. That's what we're doing. So right now we're working on this profile page, and I just figured out how to change the things. Oh, this is interesting. So I wonder if tab icons. So if I just do black, unselected color. And now we're talking. Look at that. That's cool. That's built right in. What BLE library did I use for the cadence? I did use the Zabra one. That's great. I've been thinking of upgrading it to Shiny, but all my code works and I'm too scared to change anything now. So there's that. Yes. Actually, you can go to... I think I have it now on here. I just uploaded... I don't know where I put it. It's like, is that it? There it is. I created a. I like that when you paste stuff in here, just like, and here's all the people. So that's kind of cool. I just pasted all the things that I use besides my own. I don't need to include my own open source license in my own app, do I? Does anyone know the legality there? I could, but all right, cool. What I'm interested in now is why the title doesn't show up. Shell disable color. How do I put a title up there? It's intense. Oh, you know, I wonder what it is. I wonder if it is. No. I wonder if I just do. So it's like, it's the title of this page that will show up there, not the title of the tab bar. So we probably actually need to do something like, since I want it to be in the center on all of them. Does iOS have similar tab? Yes, great question. Let's check it out. So this is what it looks like over there. Let's go ahead and give it a look-sees over on iOS. I think it's nearly identical. Those are the native ones over on Android though that you just saw. These ones. Oh, I don't know if I redeployed this or not. Yeah, these ones, right? These are the native just normal tabs. So that's what it's using there, and these are native bottom tabs. So it's kind of nice that it has that concept on Android of top and bottom tabs. But this should look like this. Look at that. Doesn't have the line underneath, but that's also okay. But look at that. Not bad, right? That looks great. So yeah, it's real cool. Oh, hype train completed. Oh, success. Oh, I got one. Hype fighter. Nice. Okay, cool. So then what we want to do is 3 subs, 200 bits. Whoa. Oh, because I guess all those led up to that. Oh, interesting. Emotes are being delivered. Okay, cool. So then what you want to do is go back over here. And I think what we would end up doing is where is the Xamarin.Forms title view? I'm just going to copy this. Ooh, great question. Go to my videos. I would hit up this in general. That's a good Mvvm 101. I'm not an MVU expert. You probably need to Google an MVU video on it. Model view update. It's a little bit different. The whole concept is that with MVU, the architecture with Mvvm, it's more about. Did you know that you can link? No, I'm just kidding. So with Mvvm, it's more about data binding, I would say, an architecture of having your view model separate from your page logic and having the binding layer of the framework handle a bunch of the stuff. The MVU has the idea, right? The only difference is that U versus view model is that how MVU works. Actually, you know what? There's a good, you know what? Because You know, I'm gonna link you to. Oh, I need to schedule that blog for today. Here we go. I think this is a good article because Timothy outlines it better. Yeah. Okay. So let's go here. MVU is more like this. Model renders the view and then sends messages and then updates, which updates the model, and then it goes in this kind of circular pattern. But the whole concept really is that your views are smart enough to sort of diff in the DOM to know when to update certain layers of it in general. So when you update a property like a count, it knows how to update things automatically for you. Mvvm is a little bit different. Let's look at an image here. You know what? In my video, because it's better. There we go. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite representation of it. So here, your view is very independent of your model. So the thing is, like with MVU, it kind of flips it and puts the model here first. It's a model first approach, where, funnily enough, Mvvm, it's VVMMM, really, if you were to do it this way. But the whole concept is that your view, you know, synchronizes data and updates back and forth with your view model, loosely coupled. The view sends events to the view model, right? And then your view model is able to reach into your model and request data. So that might be like querying a database, a backend server, things like that. Where here, literally, the model is kind of controlling the rendering of the view, and the view sends a message to the update layer that kind of updates it. I'm not an MVU expert, but MVU like kind of has immutable state, and that's sort of the bigger advantages of it. But this is a good overview. Yeah, I would definitely look at this probably first, because this is a really good kind of introduction. This F#, so it's going to be a little bit different, but hopefully the concepts apply to it. I'm not a great MVU expert, just because I've just been doing MVVM for so long. So sorry that I'm not super helpful. Clancy probably is like a better representation of it, though, of like what. I'm almost there. I need to make sure I stand around. Okay, so you just do a title view, right? Okay, so what we'd end up doing here is, no, is it content page? Yeah, I don't know. F#, but you'll be able to parse it. It's not that complicated, the F# part of it there. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Is that what it is? Yeah. I would say right now, at least, if you look at like what's going on with see if that works. Does that just work? No, did I not do it right? Oh, I'm not debugging. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. See, often in a lot of my apps, like you don't really need to necessarily use it, but idea like all of these pages, they are all the same. So they just have like the same stuff on them. Just a name. So like this would be data bound to like a title or something. An ideal scenario, so if I did log in, then you would see it. But if you looked at the Peloton app, they're all just my name. Now we have, where's the background color? Oh, that didn't work. Did it not work? I don't know why that actually doesn't work, or doesn't seem to be working. It at least puts it there. That's odd. Oh. No, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it should be centered. Very strange. Do I put it inside of a stack layout, maybe? Maybe it's something with Shell, to be honest with you. Like, I'm curious if this needs to be inside of a... Should work, but it's not. So, but it's inside a shell though, so I don't know if that makes any difference. Like, cause is it already inside of a navigation page? Cause just shell content. Let's see. Yeah, it should work. Let's see. Let's see what I did. Oh, there's a way to do this. X arguments. pass it in as an argument. Could also make it a separate page where you could just load it. We're going to test it out and see what it does. If that's the reason or not behind it. Again, I'm not positive though. I may have just broke it. Uh-oh. Very interesting. Sorry to debug failed. Okay. Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, then I stopped it. Or did I crash it? I don't actually know. That didn't work. That did not work. Maybe it's just a page. Oh gosh. I think I just froze Visual Studio. Oh, okay. There we go. Come on. This would be the child page. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true, huh? Yeah, maybe that doesn't make any sense because it would be... Yeah. Oh, you're right, because it would be like, that would be the page inside the page. That's smart. I think I broke it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is not correct. That's not correct. You're correct that is not correct. Now the reason, I don't know why it's not showing up though. Let's see. Xamarin.Forms Shell. Oh, okay. Shell.TitleView. Interesting. Let's get rid of this again, I guess. Oop. That. Oop. I didn't know that Shell had a title view. That could be it then. We can get rid of this. I guess that makes sense because it's the Shell's title view. So let's try that. All right. We also need to clean up the code behind here because this will be a content page. Yeah, that does actually make sense if that's the case, if this is the case of it. Yeah. Ah, there it is. Yep. So what we need to do is we need to do an actual... This is good to know. And I mean, it makes sense because we don't actually have a navigation page. We have a... so here we want like horizontal fill and expand, and then vertical fill and expand, and then ideally... I don't actually know if that'll reload or not. Oh, it did. Where am I at? What am I in? I'm in this. Overview page. Center. Aha. That's cool. Okay, perfect. So we need something like this for all of them. And then we also need like a line That looks actually super good. It does need to be a text color black. There you go. That's so cool. That's so cool. And then the last thing that we actually need is a line. And I don't think that the line is there. So we need a line, and we can get that from Xamarin.Forms Workshop. And I have it in here. View, details page. I have a way of drawing a line. It's right here. It's called line. Perfect. All right, cool. Think. Can we define the header in one place instead of multiple pages? Yes. Yeah, you could make it a reusable control. Of course you could. You can do anything. Did I do this right? I'm not very good at drawing things. That's my only problem is like I'm not very good at drawing things. But I thought that this worked. Draw a line, because it's just a line inside of shapes. This should work. Aha. So this would actually be 0. Boom. And this would be... Oh no. I think this is working. I think that the hot reload of this thing does not work. So... I think this can be this. Let's see though. My assumption is like the shell part of it is having problems reloading. Not positive. Sometimes you get into weird states where you're like modifying little things. You're like, is the hot reload working? I don't know. It's hard to say sometimes. Let's see, this would be on the overview page. Should be there. It's like shifted up one. Or maybe this needs to be like 1. Oh, man, I thought this would work. I wish I understood how to draw a line. How do you draw a line? line. Read the documentation, James. I know, I don't want to do, I want to do a line. That is usually what I do. I know. I forget how to draw. There's a way to draw a line. Let him be. That is how I do it. That is how I do it. I wonder if I do, because it's, I mean, it does make some sense. It's like, I really want it, like this, it makes sense because it's like, oh, I'm going from here to here. What you're doing is I'm saying go from Y1 to Y1. But the fill should do it. Right? So there's like something with it. I don't know, my hot reload's not working. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably just do a box. It's probably fine. I need to ask Javier, like, how do you just draw a line? There is a way to do it. Maybe it needs to be a rectangle. I'm not good at drawing. I've definitely said that before. But I wonder if that's what I need to do. Maybe I do a rectangle. Box, see the reason you don't really want to use a box view is because the uses a thing. Oh, you actually want this to be in a grid. I think it was hiding from us. I think that's the main problem with it. Oh, crap. There's this back area that's like designated to. Oh, yeah. I think that's, oh, you know what? I wonder if that, oh, I wonder if it was actually fine. I wonder if it was just being hidden from us. Yeah, I'm curious. I think that on Android, there's like the title view doesn't actually go all the way across because there's room for the back arrow. Oh, interesting. This one's a tricky one. Yeah, because there's the line over there. Yeah, and iOS has a line underneath it by default, but I think in this case it doesn't. I might be able to put it on there maybe. No, it doesn't. I mean, I can just use the box view. It's also probably fine. I don't know why it's not showing up though. Is there a way on the? Yeah, I think you can now. There's a new flyout background thing that you can do. Why isn't this showing? Let's see. Can we do it? Not a Microsoft intern. Are you a Microsoft intern? Oh, intern, like internal? We do have interns. No, Xamarin.Forms 5 doesn't have any experimental flags, so everything is good. Okay, so that's good. See how there's a... This should totally be... There, okay. Yeah, see there's a thing, so you probably need to do like a margin of like negative... I don't know why it wasn't working before or why it's not working now. Oh, maybe I need to do this whole thing. This is how you draw lines, right? I think the other way should work fine. I don't know why it's not. That's what it should look like. It should be very subtle. I don't know why it's not working. Let's see what it looks like on iOS, actually, just see if it works over there. I use box views all the time. I need to ask Javier as to why it didn't work, though, because it should work. I mean, Xamarin.Forms uses native controls, and there's some areas in which maybe you don't need to create and use native controls on it. This one didn't seem to show up either. But like if you look at like my cadence thing that I tweeted out, like the radio buttons I just drew, it kind of depends what you're going for. What's your app look like? You know what I mean? So that's the question. All right, let's see if we get this line working or not. Oh, there was a bug. Yeah, bug. I think okay, interesting. Oops. That's funny. The one thing I'm using, they actually fixed it, looks like. Oh, yeah, it doesn't show on. Shows fine. Maybe it's the title view. Let's see. No, it's not showing anything. I think that's in a service release. So let's upgrade our NuGets, because when in doubt, we update our NuGets. Okay. Update. Then I gotta go, because I got some meetings to go to. See if this works or not. We're getting there. I did see that there was a 5.0 service release, so. Let's clean. Rebuild. Yeah, like Android's bar has that space reserved for the back arrow. Like it shouldn't, and I forget how we get rid of that. Huge memory issue. Oh, maybe this is some issue. Maybe that's fixed up. Interesting. Let's see. I could, yeah. I don't like to deploy to both at the same time. No real reason. Profile. Nope, it's not there. Interesting. Oh, it's there on those. Huh. Oh, weird. So the grid is there. What? I swear the title view's always been an odd one to me. Because it feels as though it doesn't do what I want it to do. What was your issue? Oh, nice. There you go. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. I feel like some of this title view is just off. Because like iOS already does the thing that I want it to do, funnily enough. Like this is how I want it to look. So it's weird that I'm like trying to like, you know, duplicate it. It's kind of weird. Maybe something with this thing is off. Or maybe because I have the title set. Man, that's so weird. Yeah, it's like it's not. Let's see. I think the spacing issue I was having earlier on Android at least was because of something else, but I think, I don't know, this should work. Huh. I think I did try to use a grid and then it caused issues. That was the problem that I was having. at least it was doing weird things. Because like this is a grid, as you can see, and then it was not working. I don't know. I feel like something is off on this thing. Yeah, if I change it to a grid, it's definitely gonna have. It's big, but then the content is not actually there. Oh, this label is big. I feel like the height of it is off. Oh. Yeah, it is fascinating behavior. I feel like the grid's height is off in a weird way. Yeah, I feel like the title view has something is off on it. Because I think something's wrong with the title view. I kind of feel like that's the issue. Yes, and that doesn't work if yeah, it's not, I mean, that's better. Something, it's like the height of the title view isn't being set correctly for some reason. But it seems like this works here. Maybe. What's the achievements page? Similar. Yeah, let's refresh this and see. Then we're gonna see what it looks like on Android. Min height. I don't know. I feel like something's weird with the title view where it thinks it's bigger on certain OSs. Maybe it's hard to say what's going on. But this at least looks correct. Better-ish, I would say. I mean, it would be nice. I need to kind of customize some of this a little bit, but let's see what it looks like on Android. I'm at least like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want it to work. So let's see. Yeah, there's obviously spaces on the left and right, which is a little annoying. I think the box is restricted. For some reason. As far as like where it can draw on Android and iOS. I don't know why though. But yeah. Conundrum. All right, cool. Okay, so this looks good. I'm happy here. At least that is working. I guess, like, does it, can I have more, I guess, on, this is on achievements page. Yes, I can have more on Android. 12. Should work. Let's see. Is there a way to remove margins of non-visible elements? I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, so closer. Maybe it's just 12. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there you go. 10? No, 16. Looks better. Cool. All right, that looks good. All right, so now we can just copy paste this. And ideally, we would just make this some sort of reusable element. But I'm at least happy with this. I don't know if it's really what I want to go with long term, but we at least got some tab sandwiches in there. Feeling good about that. To really make this thing stand out, though, we should really make it... should really go into our solution, go into our other pages, and make the background this color. Just because that'll look a lot better here. So we can really see a distinguished look. There we go. That looks better. Now I actually see it in here. Cool, we're good to go. Let's push this code up to the GitHubs. Not the GitHubs, but the Git clone. Add icons, start profile page, and what else did we do? Oh, fix challenges page with tab view. Boom, boom. Save all. Don't forget that. And go. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday afternoon. Let's see who's on the twitch.tv. And if we can raid anybody. Let's see what Clarkio's doing.
You know, community built up.
Let's go over to the Clarkio. We haven't raided him in a while. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I do archive all my videos over on my YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. Let's go raid the Clarkio. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you have a great week, and week, and we'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.